Imagine yourself entering a store. You are immediately greeted by an employee with a wireless tablet in hand. They ask you the purpose of your visit and direct you to a kiosk station. You begin to follow the instructions on the screen, and before you know it, you have finished your transaction. Take a moment and guess where you might be. Have you figured it out yet? Believe it or not, you have just completed your banking transaction at the new, state-of-the-art Wells Fargo Mini Center that encourages self-service. The kiosks are able to conduct up to 80% of all banking matters. You have total control, all at the end of your fingertips. I'm Holley Janiga, a marketing director with the Dream Marketing and Advertising firm here in Houston. With nearly 10 years of experience, I have researched and analyzed numerous marketing trends. Your president, Dave Williams, has invited me to discuss the benefits of this marketing strategy to incorporate tech-savvy mini centers, the negative effects that could take place, and whether this could be the future of banking. There are 3 key benefits to opening a mini banking center. First one, neighborhood banks. These mini banking centers are known as neighborhood banks. They are designed to enter markets that their larger traditional branches otherwise aren't able to reach. 2, they are technologically advanced. Wells Fargo is taking advantage of the future of technology. And 3, cost effectiveness. By opening a neighborhood bank, they are greatly reducing their cost. So let's begin with benefit number 1, neighborhood banks. Wells Fargo's marketing strategy is to incorporate neighborhood banks in markets that traditional locations wouldn't be able to enter. They currently have a pilot branch located in Washington, D.C. that opened this past April. It's roughly 1,000 square feet, nearly half the size of a regular branch. Once customers enter the banking center, they will notice that it's an open concept location with 3 ATM kiosks. Employees will guide individuals to the kiosk where they will be able to conduct their transaction. These kiosks enable customers to order an instant issue debit card, make cash or check deposits, withdraw funds in multiple denominations, or make a loan payment. They have a regular business hours and after service hours. During regular business hours, the employees open the branch's movable walls to allow customers to privately sit with a personal banker. During after hours, these walls are closed, but the lobby is open 24/7. Customers will be able to access the ATM kiosk at all times. Not a bad idea, right? By entering neighborhood markets and offering this one-of-a-kind banking experience, Wells Fargo will be able to attract new long-term customers and retain their current ones. The design allows new opportunities to arise like never before. They will be able to bring this experience to more people and target individuals who will enjoy this new level of banking technology, which brings us to our second benefit. Our world has entered a new phase in technology innovation. Many people rely on their mobile devices and online banking to conduct transactions and oversee their accounts. How many of you are one of these people? I definitely am. Wells Fargo Neighborhood Branch could pave the way to new tech-savvy banks in the near future. They are marketing to individuals who prefer wireless options. Wells Fargo is evolving to better fit a person's banking routine. Not everyone has use for a large branch anymore. When an individual enters the mini bank, they will notice there are no banners, posters, or brochures. Everything is advertised on screens. It's completely paperless. If someone is interested in opening an account, they will sit with a personal banker and have all their documents emailed to them. If a customer needs a receipt for a banking transaction, you guessed it, it will be emailed. No hard copies will need to be signed. The process is quick and individuals can conduct their banking needs in a matter of minutes. One word describes this process: convenience. This is exactly what Wells Fargo is marketing to customers. They are taking advantage of the future of technology. And why not? By going paperless, Wells Fargo has drastically cut expenses, which brings us to my third and final point: cost effectiveness. By marketing mini banking centers, Wells Fargo can greatly reduce their expenses. According to Wells Fargo Regional President Mike Golden, neighborhood banks will cost about 25% less to build and 50% less to operate than a typical store. Thanks to new technology and having the ability to go paperless, Wells Fargo is setting the path to innovation at dramatically low cost. They are able to build 2 neighborhood banks for the price of 1 traditional branch. Amazing, right? Jonathan Valine, head of Wells Fargo ATM banking and store strategy, states that they have decreased operating expenses by 50 to 60% of a traditional store. 40% of that total is due to salary compensation. Traditional locations normally require 10 to 20 staff members, while neighborhood banks only need 5. Less paper, less employees translates into fewer costs, and what business doesn't enjoy spending less? But while there are several benefits, there are also potential negative effects. Let's take a look at a few of them right now. First of all, since most banking transactions will be conducted on kiosk, individuals are missing out on developing a working relationship with bank employees. They are removing the personal service and knowledge employees can offer. Communication is eliminated, which could cause misunderstandings and confusion. Also, in traditional locations, employees cross-sell products or services over the counter to customers while they are waiting for their transaction to be completed. If individuals are now doing business on kiosk, both parties could potentially miss out on new opportunities. Developing business relationship is crucial to any successful business. By removing this key factor, Wells Fargo could lose the connection a customer feels with the company. Another negative effect is the resistance to technological changes. There will always be individuals who prefer personal assistance because it's clear and straightforward. This is a challenge for Wells Fargo. How are they going to effectively market this resistance to individuals? People who come into the neighborhood branch most likely won't know what to do. They will have to be taught to navigate and adapt to Wells Fargo's new take on banking. There have been previous banks that have attempted similar designs and failed because customers simply weren't ready. Are you ready to embrace these changes? After reviewing the benefits and negative factors of introducing neighborhood banks, do you think Wells Fargo has what it takes to become the bank of the future? Absolutely. Wells Fargo needs to ensure they have an effective marketing strategy in place. According to their website, it's all about the execution. As long as they know how to market this new trend to individuals, then it could have a very successful outcome. One of the first factors they need to acknowledge is the lack of personal communication. To encourage customer-employee relationships, Wells Fargo should designate 1 staff member to greet every individual that walks through the door. They should ask them their name and assist them in any way possible to make them feel like a valuable customer. This is a key business strategy they need to focus on. The more individuals they connect with, the greater the chance their customer base will grow. Also, Wells Fargo needs to encourage individuals to adapt to their technological changes instead of resisting. The world is evolving, so Wells Fargo is taking that extra step to remain competitive. They offer to show customers how to properly use the kiosk and explain to them how they are benefiting from it. It's quick, easy, and most importantly, convenient. Time spent in neighborhood stores versus traditional locations are reduced by 50%. Who wouldn't want to add more time to their day? Previously, banks have failed because customers weren't ready, but I believe Wells Fargo has done a tremendous job showcasing and marketing their mini banking center. They are reaching individuals they never thought possible. Thanks to technology, innovation, and Wells Fargo's ability to translate customer needs, anything is imaginable. So let's review. By taking risk and adopting this new marketing strategy, Wells Fargo has gained new opportunities. Let me remind you. Neighborhood banks. They are entering untouched markets and reaching a whole new set of customers. They are technologically advanced. They're keeping up with the latest customer banking trends by going completely wireless. And lastly, they are greatly reducing their costs. Let me finish by saying Wells Fargo has the potential to become the bank of the future by utilizing their marketing strategies successfully. CEO John Stumpf called the new concept a terrific combination of technology and convenience that will deepen relationships with customers. Thank you for allowing me to be here today, and I hope you enjoyed my presentation. Now I'm going to open it to any questions you may have. Please feel free to ask me now or send it to me to the email address provided on the slide.